So from a personal point of view, I did find it challenging. Uh, I think the main thing that I found difficult was playing absolutely new music really precisely. So I had to learn things that I'd never heard before and then replicate them perfectly. So I wasn't allowed to do any notes early, anything like that. It had to be exact. So I found with the guitar solos, I would learn phrases of the solo. So I wouldn't try and learn the whole solo in one go because even when I'm recording, it's very difficult to play, sort of 24, 32 bar solos perfectly all the way through. So working with just little phrases worked well for me. But when it came to the rhythm sections, it's not as easy then to stitch it because I do digital production myself. I know editing, so I was able to stitch the solos pretty well. But when it came to the rhythm, it's harder to do that because there's the flow and the rhythm of the actual strumming, stuff like that. So I found that I ended up learning the entire piece. To start with, I'd write down the chords I was meant to do off Ryan's email, and obviously sometimes he wouldn't say if a chord was held for a certain amount of time or if there was only two beats for this chord, then you move to the next one, stuff like that. So I tried writing it down, and although that helped me learn it, I just couldn't read it while I was going. I just had to learn the rhythm sections for the entire song and then play them back off pat. But the good thing about that, it sounds organic, it sounds real, because it is a real performance of the music, and then the result, it sounds much more natural for the listener. The other thing I found difficult was playing properly in time, because I think when I play, I do tend to play a little in front of the beat. That's just my style. It's not me necessarily being a bad musician, it's just that that's how I play. I like to introduce notes just before the beat so that when you're actually into it, then it screams out. Whereas, especially with keyboard music, I do find that the keys have to be pressed exactly on the beat, quantized. For some kind of music, quantization for keyboards is natural. Quantization for guitar, not so much. So actually playing perfectly in time, I did find a little challenging. But I think listening to the results, I got there.